So okay, this is a bit of an unusual lighting, I think, but at the moment it's the best I can come up with. It's night time here and I'm in my little hubby hole. I've been watching a bit of football, playing some vinyl, and I was just thinking, by the way, I'll just say that I uploaded a video earlier today. I filmed it in widescreen and I played it back in widescreen. It was definitely widescreen. I put it onto YouTube. When I checked it, YouTube had squashed it. I was really stretched. The picture was squashed. Huge black margins down the side, more like a mobile phone film. So I don't know what that was about. I hope that doesn't happen again. So maybe a YouTube glitch. But anyway, what I thought I'd talk about today is the difference, or when the difference became blurred between being a devoted fan and being a stalker of a celebrity. And my mind goes back to the Nolan sisters. Do you remember the Nolan sisters? And I remember a guy being interviewed on the TV because he was supposedly the biggest fan in the world of the Nolan sisters. He went to all of their concerts, he followed them all the way around the world, he always managed to get a front row seat, he sent them flowers, he sent them cards, his walls at home were absolutely covered in Nolan sisters posters and whatever. He had all the memorabilia. Nobody suggested that he was a stalker. He was a devoted fan. He didn't pose any harm to them. They even arranged to meet him because they were so flattered that he was such a big fan. Then I look at some of the cases around today, and you know, a guy goes to half a dozen concerts and is noticed by the celebrity who thinks, oh, wait a minute, and maybe he sends letters to them, fan mail. Wow, sending fan mail these days makes you a stalker. You know, I'm amazed really that fans are not as much appreciated. Yeah, some people go over the top. I think the guy with the Nolan sisters went over the top, but was he a danger? No, he wasn't, and nobody even suggested it back then. But nowadays, people are threatened with jail if they don't leave the celebrity alone. If they don't want fans, why do they become celebrities? And I think the reason why some people send so many messages is because maybe they're thinking, you know, there's a 1 in 5 chance that my letter will be read by this celebrity, so I'll send 5 letters, or 5 copies of the same letter, and maybe they all get through, and maybe somebody's sitting there thinking, yeah, this guy's a bit dodgy. 5 copies of the same letter. And I don't think they're actually thinking about what's going through the mind of the fan. I look on Twitter, and some of the celebrities on Twitter, they have so many tweets from the same person, usually saying, please follow me, please reply to this, why aren't you replying to this? And you know, they're not stalking anybody, they're a nuisance. Of course they are, but it's easy to ignore them. And so that was just something going through my mind today. I don't know why it was going through my mind, but for some reason, somewhere along the line, that difference between being a devoted fan and being a stalker, a danger to the celebrity, has been blurred. And that's a bit worrying, actually. I think that's more worrying than the possibility of somebody being the victim of a stalker. Can you be a victim of a stalker? It depends what they do, I suppose, at the end of their stalking. But yeah, so I think that's something for celebrities to think about more than anybody else. Certainly if you are a devoted fan, be very careful, because these days it's pretty dangerous if you enthuse too much. But if you're a celebrity, and by chance happen to be watching this, try and be a little less paranoid and try to appreciate that some people are truly devoted fans, and maybe you should try and get to know them in some way and understand what it is that's going through their minds when they're sending you all these messages, because maybe they're not quite as harmful as you think they might be.